Today, we will share with you a very unique and fascinating story. The story of a prophet who was not only a king over people, but also had power over the jinn, the birds, and even the wind. His name is Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. In this story, you will hear about his wisdom, his miracles, and his complete trust in Allah. So let's begin the story of Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam in a new and inspiring way. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam was a messenger of Allah and also a king. He was the son of Prophet Dawood alayhi salam. After the death of his father, he inherited the throne. He had a special ring in which Allah had placed a unique power. Through this miraculous ring, he was granted kingship. Once it happened that the ring by which he ruled over humans, jinn, and animals was lost. As soon as the ring was gone, he was deprived of the throne, and the kingdom slipped from his hands. The ring came into the possession of a devil. After some time, the devil dropped it into the river, and it was swallowed by a fish. Later, when fishermen cast their net into the river, that very fish was caught. They brought it to the market and sold it. By coincidence, the servants of Sulaiman alayhi salam bought that fish. When it was taken to the palace and cut open, the lost ring was found inside. With the return of the ring, Sulaiman alayhi salam regained his kingdom. It is said that the ring had the Ism-e-Azam engraved on it. The jinn were also under his command, and he used to take service from them in many works. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam had such extraordinary qualities that no other king ever possessed, nor will anyone have until the day of judgment. Once, Sulaiman alayhi salam prayed to Allah that after him no one should be given such a kingdom. His prayer was accepted. He was granted control over humans, jinn, animals, and even the wind. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam fulfilled the desire of his father, Prophet Dawood alayhi salam, by constructing a great house of worship in Palestine. Although Prophet Dawood alayhi salam wished to build it during his lifetime, he could not complete it, but he had selected the location. After him, Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam built it during his reign. Therefore, it was called the Temple of Solomon, Haikal Sulaimani. The construction began in 1012 BC and continued for 7 years. A large number of people participated in its construction, and according to some traditions, 200,000 workers took part. According to Israelite traditions, the jinn also participated by bringing stones from distant places and placing them in the walls. History tells us that the temple was 90 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Inside, a special place was built to keep the Tabut al-Sakina, Ark of the Covenant. It was a box considered very sacred, containing the relics of the children of Israel. According to traditions, it included the staff of Musa alayhi salam, which Prophet Shuaib alayhi salam had given him, as well as the stone tablets from Mount Sinai, given to Musa alayhi salam by Allah. When Talut became king of the Israelites, he fought a war against the disbelievers to regain this sacred chest. During the battle, Talut prayed to Allah for patience, steadfastness, and victory, and Allah granted him success. Throughout history, Palestine faced invasions. Babylon, Rome, and others attacked it, and the Temple of Solomon was often destroyed. Once, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar attacked Palestine, destroyed the temple, massacred the Israelites, and exiled 100,000 Jews to Babylon. Later, they returned to Palestine, but repeated invasions by the Romans eventually left the temple in ruins. Finally, a Roman emperor burned it down completely, erasing all its traces. The Jews claim that Masjid al-Aqsa was built on the land of the Temple of Solomon, and therefore they consider it their property. This claim is still the cause of conflict, and the land of Jerusalem remains a place of war to this day, as the Israelis continue to attempt to demolish Masjid al-Aqsa. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam had complete trust in Allah and always relied on Him in every matter. He loved to witness Allah's miracles. Once during the time of Prophet Dawood alayhi salam, an old woman hosted two travelers who asked for food. She had only a little wheat. While bringing flour after grinding, a strong wind blew it away, and she was left empty-handed. She began to cry. On the way, young Sulaiman alayhi salam met her and asked the reason. She explained, and he said, "Why are you crying for this? My father is the king. Go to him and complain." She went to Dawood alayhi salam, who told her that he could not control the wind as it blows by Allah's command. Still, he gave her 2 sacks of grain. On her way back, she again met Sulaiman alayhi salam, who told her, "Go back and tell the king that you want the very flour that was blown away." She obeyed. When Dawood alayhi salam heard this, he realized only Sulaiman could have suggested such a thing. He called him and asked how this was possible. Sulaiman replied that he should pray as a prophet and king to Allah, and the flour could return. Prophet Dawood alayhi salam prayed, and Allah sent the wind in human form to explain. The wind said, "Allah commanded me to blow away this woman's flour to seal a hole in a ship that was about to sink in the sea. The merchants on that ship prayed that if saved, they would donate half their goods to the court of Dawood to be given to the poor." Shortly afterward, the merchants came and presented half of their wealth. Dawood alayhi salam divided it, giving a large portion to the woman. He then praised Sulaiman alayhi salam for uncovering the wisdom behind Allah's command. Queen of Sheba. Sheba was the name of a kingdom in ancient times. A woman ruled over it. Once, Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam held his court, in which all kinds of creatures, including birds, were present. However, the hoopoe bird was missing, and this concerned him. Soon the hoopoe returned, and when asked, it explained that it had discovered a land where a woman ruled. She did not believe in Allah, but worshipped the sun. She had a great army and lived in a magnificent palace with many servants. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam wrote her a letter, beginning with Bismillah, saying, "From Sulaiman, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Do not be arrogant in your kingdom. Submit to Allah and come to me." The hoopoe delivered the letter. The queen read it aloud to her courtiers and asked their advice. They said they were strong enough to resist. But the queen suggested caution, saying she would first send gifts to test whether Sulaiman was a prophet or just a king. If he accepted the gifts, he was only a worldly king. If he rejected them, then surely he was a prophet. When the gifts arrived, Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam refused them, saying Allah had given him far greater blessings, and he did not desire wealth. He wanted the queen to submit to Allah. If she refused, he would come with his army, and she would be humiliated. When she heard this message, she prepared to travel herself. Sulaiman alayhi salam asked his court who could bring the queen's throne before her arrival. A powerful jinn said he could bring it instantly, and he did. Sulaiman alayhi salam thanked Allah and ordered the throne to be slightly altered. When the queen arrived, She was asked if it was her throne. She said it looked the same. Sulaiman alayhi salam had also built a palace with a floor made of glass, under which streams of water flowed, making it appear as though it was water. When the queen approached, she lifted her garments, thinking she had to step into water. She was told it was only glass. Amazed, she said, "O Lord, I have wronged myself. I submit with Sulaiman to Allah, the Lord of all worlds." She embraced faith and later married Sulaiman alayhi salam. Once, while Sulaiman alayhi salam was traveling with his great army, ants were seen on the path. Their leader warned them to enter their homes lest they be crushed by Sulaiman alayhi salam and his hosts. Sulaiman alayhi salam smiled and thanked Allah for this blessing. Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam passed away in a strange manner. He was standing with his staff when his soul was taken, yet he did not fall. None knew of his death until the staff was eaten by termites, and he fell. Only then did the jinn, animals, and birds realize that he had passed away. This incident proved that the jinn did not have knowledge of the unseen, for the knowledge of the unseen belongs only to Allah.